Fish of the Year is back. Move over, Bird of the Year. That was so last year. And let me tell you, it's already making waves as Kiwis and conservation groups rally behind their favourite fish. Last year, it was the spotty that took out the top spot, breaking a streak of stingray, I gather, species wins. This time around, organisers are aiming for a big jump in participation. They hope to hit 5,000 voters. Many groups have already chosen their champion fish, and they're gearing up for a fierce competition to win support. It is run by Mountains to Sea Conservation Trust, and it's not just for bragging rights. It's about raising awareness of our unique freshwater and marine species. The event highlights the growing threat to these ecosystems, many of which can only be found in New Zealand and nowhere else. And the organisers expect some passionate campaigning as Kiwis have a deep love of their local fish species. Joining me now from Mountains to Sea Conservation Trust is Kim Jones. Kim, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Leah. How you going?
Oh, well, this is good. Bird of the Year, Kim, got a lot of talk, got a lot of media. And I've said, no, we've got to talk fish. It's back for 2025. Can you tell us, Kim, quickly about the humble spotty or the pakiti for non-fishers like me? What's the little spotty?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree. It's time for Year of the Fish.
Year of the Fish.
The spotty is great. Our organisation takes a lot of people from all over the community out snorkeling into the marine environment. We know that wherever we take them, there's a good chance that they're going to be seeing a spotty out there. So it's a type of wrasse. The males have a little solid black spot on the side. The females have more of a kind of black smudge on the side, and they hang around in our sort of coastal environments, very, very busy and easy to spot.
Oh, nice. And how do you get to number one? I gather it's just the most votes, like any kind of competition.
Yeah, that's right. So most amount of votes. So yep, Spotty took it out last year.
Love it.
If you go on to the website, which is fishoftheyear.org.nz, you can vote for up to 3 of your faves. We've got currently 19 different organisations that are backing their favourite fish as well. So they're running some pretty, competitive campaigns out there, really trying to increase the number of votes.
Yeah,
and we've got until the 16th of March to get votes in.
Well, what are we on now? The 5th. All right, we got to hustle. Hey, I believe too that the spotty broke the controversial hold that the ray species had in the competition. Am I right saying they won 21, 22, 23? And my second question, Kim, I didn't realise we're talking stingray, right? A ray is a species of fish. I don't know what I thought it was.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it is a species of fish. So we had the eagle ray take it out a couple of years running. We also had the oceanic manta ray, which is an amazing fish. So they've been receiving a lot of love, definitely, over the last few years.
It sounds like, is it a beauty competition or is it the most grand looking fish? I'm not quite sure. Hey, why do you think why this competition is so exciting for Kiwis, Kim? Because we are we're surrounded by water and we've got a lot of people that love going to the beach. We've got a lot of fisher people. Is this just something that just kind of clicks with us?
I think so. As New Zealanders, we do love our fish. We come across them in our lives in different ways. A lot of the time they are a little bit out of sight, out of mind, unless we're jumping in there or casting a line in. This is a really great opportunity to learn a little bit more about them. Some of the fish that are up for nomination are, more well-known, the kahawai snapper, kingfish, for example. But then we've also got some quite not well-known guys, things like the crested weedfish, the blobfish, and the short-jaw kookapoos. These species are a little bit lesser known, so we want to help to shine a spotlight on those as well.
Because it is a fun event, isn't it, Kim? But there's a strong conservation angle because, how do you hope to raise awareness about our fragile fish ecosystems?
Yeah, I think some of the backers are doing a fantastic job through their campaigns. We've got an amazing team, many of which are volunteers here as well, that are doing that through different platforms. We've got a fantastic animation currently on our social media where you can hear directly from the blobfish themselves talking about some of the challenges that they face. So really encourage people to go and check that out. It's hilarious.
Oh, dear.
And yeah, I think it's just, as I said, some of the ecosystems in our aquatic environments are quite fragile. So, if you want to help look after our fish, often it's also about making sure that they've got lots of habitat there and that it's healthy. So yeah, we can learn about that and have that conversation through learning more about our native freshwater and marine species.
Now, I know you've set a goal of around 5,000 voters this year. What have you been getting in the past? Is this quite a big jump or?
Yeah, it is a bit of a jump. So it's been early days in our campaigning, and a lot of it was sort of voluntary time going into it. We are ramping things up this year, and it's already paying off. We've already had over 1,000 votes come in,
great.
and yeah, so that's been fantastic. And we've set this goal for ourselves of trying to get to 5,000 goals. It's currently tracking to get there, potentially to smash that as well, which is really exciting. And we're just really looking forward to finding out who will be the winner, and may the best fish win.
And am I right in saying the comp also runs during, is it Sea Week? I suppose that's quite important in itself too for the event to tie in with a larger environmental focus.
Yeah, that's right. So it runs every year during Sea Week, and that's always the first week of March. So there's a whole lot of different organisations around the country at the moment that are running different community events to help people go out and connect with the ocean, whether that's jumping in at a snorkel day, doing a beach cleanup, all sorts of stuff going on. So people can check that out on the Sea Week website as well.
And Kim, I know you're not supposed to have favourites, but is there any of these fish species that you think deserves to get more attention this year? Is there some of them that you think, I really like that one?
Well, I'm supposed to be neutral, but the short-gill cockapoo doesn't have a backer yet. Just saying. So and they're one of our critically endangered species. They need some love. So
nice.
Just quietly. Yeah.
Just quietly. I'm looking at it now. Actually, I'm on your website. This is great. Short jaw cockapoo. They're endangered? Are they? They are. Yeah. There's not too many of them. I've sort of had a 20-year career in marine and freshwater science. Spent a lot of time in our rivers and streams, and have only come across a couple of those in my travels. So yeah, it's always exciting when we do come across one. All right, so make sure I've got this right, Kim, before I let you go. Kiwis can vote for their favourite fish from as of like now until the 16th of March, and the winner will be announced the next day, correct? Correct. That's absolutely correct. Yep, there's a colouring competition too, and there's some prizes up for grabs. So, good. Get amongst. Hey, look, I'm on your website, and after I get off here, I'm going to vote. I've already got a couple of favourites, but I initially went for the great white, right? You've got the great white in there. And then I thought, this big guy's always going to get a vote, so I need to move on. I see the blobfish. And you've got the big belly seahorse. I mean, that might get a little bit of something from me. I love that. And the basking sharks, look, I could just go on and on. So it is, for those listening, mountain2c.org.nz, correct? Yep, or you can go to fishoftheyear.org.nz, and that'll take you straight through to the landing page. Oh, that's even easier. All right. Hey, Kim, pleasure to chat, and we will be following this, and I really, really look forward to finding out who takes out Fish of the Year. You need a famous American comedian to mention Fish of the Year. Absolutely. If anyone's got any hookups for us, we'd love to hear. Yeah, that'd be great. Brilliant. Kim Jones, the Mountain to Sea Conservation Trust. And I think this is brilliant. From the tiniest to the biggest. Anchovies is in there, and the great white's in there. The basking shark, which is a phenomenal creature. They look like, well, they ain't got no teeth by the looks, so they just open up. They could swallow us whole. They're obviously taking in plankton or something that's in the water. Check out the fisherwoman here that knows nothing. I tell you, Kelly, they've got some really cool
yes, go on.
Fish on here.
Yeah.
The big belly seahorse might get a vote from me just because I love horses.
That's right. The men give birth to the babies, don't they? The seahorses?
Well, aren't they both one and the same? They
Oh,
don't
you're getting
need.
technical now. That's all I knew.
Are they like are they women? Are they girls and boys in the one? Are they the ultimate trans?
No, it's a koala, isn't it? Or something like that. Oh, God.
Oh, don't go off.
Maybe a
the fish.
starfish. Okay, anyway, no, carry on. The seahorse.
Blue cod, yum yum, and batter. The blue mau mau.
Oh,
Mau mau.
okay, yes.
How do you know your fish?
I know, I know quite a few. My dad's, taught me well.
Canterbury mudfish. It's tiny, but it doesn't mean it can't win.
Okay.
The conger eel. I mean, I'm glad the eel's in there. That's
Conga.
Oh, that's
Gonna have a
Congo.
party.
This
Oh,
is a
okay.
Congo,
Oh,
but I
sorry.
hear what you're saying. Crested weedfish.
Oh, that sounds
They're always
naughty.
stoned.
Yep. Stonefish.
The good old flounder.
Ah, yes.
I'm
Still
just
on
gonna
one of
run
those once. I thought it
one
was a
called
bloody stingray.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, because they stay in the sand, don't they?
Yeah, and that's one of my fears if I go in the sea. I love the
yeah.
I like the sea. I'd like to look at it, but when I go into it, I have a fear that I'm going to stand on a stingray.
Totally with
Went
you on that
pippying
one.
once, or one of the many times,
Yeah.
and stood on flounder. Thought it was a ray, and oh my God, you've never seen a lady leap so high in the air. And I literally ran across the top of the water, according to my sister.
Like a
She
cartoon.
ran. Yeah, exactly.
Cartoon
Anyway.
character. So the good old flounder, the giant bully. I've heard of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
Okay.
goatfish is quite pretty.
Goatfish. I don't think.
Yeah,
I've
it's
ever
called
heard
the
of that.
goatfish. I can't see a really.
the greatest
The great
of all time.
white. I mean, come on.
Cool.
You've gone from an anchovy to a great white. This is
That's gnarly.
this is gnarly. If you're in a beauty competition, this is totally unfair. But the good old hapuku.
Yep, nice, yum, good eating.
Kelpfish, good eating. I don't know this one. Is it Inganga?
It's a whitebait, isn't it? It's sort of like a little mini whitebait.
Oh, it is
Inanga.
tiny. Yeah. How do you say it?
Inanga, isn't it?
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
John Dory, again, yummy.
Good, yeah.
Kahai, yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Ko'aro, don't know that one, but
Where's the
a
good
little
old
cutie.
snapper?
Oh, yeah. There's a lamprey, which I think is like an eel. Is that it? No, it's a fish. Looks like an eel.
Yeah.
Leather jacket, longfin eel. There we go.
Yum.
Or tuna.
Tuna.
See, can someone explain to me? I know they get called tuna.
It's the Māori word for eel.
Right. So
That's
what about real tuna?
Ika.
Like
Ika. Well, that's probably just a general fish. Ika is fish in Māori, so I'm going to go with that.
yeah, okay, again, question. So the eel, as in the eels,
Yeah.
only Māori call it tuna. It's correct?
Yes, but I don't think it just happens to be the same name as tuna as in the other
So when
fish.
when I think tuna, I'm thinking the big tuna that you get on, your sushi.
You get your
Or do you get
cans.
eel on there as well? There we are, the orange ruffy. They're
Yum.
an ugly looking thing, but bless them, gosh, they're good eating. The red pigfish, very unfortunate name.
Oh my, I've never heard of that one.
Now this should get some votes, people. Porcupine fish.
Oh.
And it looks like he's a little blowfish. And he's not covered in like lots and lots of spikes, but he's got quite a few spikies on him. He's a real cutie.
Listen.
The red gurnard, the red mocky, there's a lot of red.
You're making
the
me
red
hungry.
fin bully. I'm not reading a menu to you.
Oh,
I'm
I thought you were. Where's the squid? Where's the calamari?
Yes. How would you like this prepared, Miss Fox? Olive rockfish, sandangers, rassy. Oh my, I'm learning a lot today.
Golly.
There'll be a fisherman listening going, Leah, you're an embarrassment.
Yeah.
The school shark, the short tail stingray, which I admire, but I'm terrified of. The short jaw kōkupu, which Kim said was kind of, she hasn't got favourites, but she loves them.
Yes.
Have I said snapper? Snappers there. Southern bluefin tuna, spine-tailed devil ray. There's a few. Are we ever finishing this?
That's cool.
The spotted stargazer, the torrent fish, trevally and whale shark, and finally, the yellowfish, the yellowfin kingfish. There's a heck of a lot here, team. There's a lot here.
We are spoiled for choice in this country,
I
aren't
know,
we?
I
You know?
know.
And everyone
Hey.
just pulls the old hokey out of the frozen bloody fish fillets out the freezer, don't they? God, come on. The hooky.
Oh, snapper is still my favourite.
Snapper is God and Gurnard.
Yeah. I got to say, we are very lucky, but depending on the season and where you are in the country, we got fish and chips in Kaikoura. last time I was down there to see my dad, and
yeah.
so expensive.
That's so good.
Well, yeah, but fish and chips in the day was, you could feed the family of 4 for $20.
A scoop was like a massive,
Yeah, a scoop, and the fish was only a couple bucks probably. And I think the blue cod down there was, at a season, I get it. But it was something like $12 or $15.
Yeah, once upon a time it was just used as bait, wasn't it?
I know.
Red cod and all that sort of thing.
Well, yeah. So, buying for me, my husband and dad came to about $60.
Jingo.
I'm not.
They saw you coming, didn't they?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Kaikoura. Oh, that's nice. Leah, you might be an embarrassment, but you're our embarrassment.
Yes.
Like the
That's
drunken
all right
auntie
then.
at Christmas.
That's it.
Oh, she's ours. Don't worry about her.
That's just auntie. Just leave her alone.
Oh, Sharon goes, Leah, I'm going to vote for the one with a smudge. It doesn't even have a spot, the poor thing. The best fish in the sea, Leah, is blue cod, but it's even better on my plate. Yes, it is, my friend. All right, if you want to vote, because I think it's a good thing. The bird of New Zealand or the bird of the year and all that stuff. I'm not anti it at all. I think it's a great thing. But it's become this. It has become quite a huge deal. And who was the comedian that mentioned it and then suddenly it just went crazy?
Oh, was it Stephen Colbert or someone like that? Or
Was it? I want to say
Jimmy
someone
Kimmel?
Corey said he's just voted for the blue cod. It's the best fish. Well done, Corey. Good on you, mate, for getting involved.
No.
So I think the fish need this. I think we need to get involved. So it's fishoftheyear.org.nz. Put a vote in.